From Yeezys to Dunks to next level collabs, here is gonna be the best sneakers from every single year from about 2016 through 2025. So let's go ahead and dive straight in. Now that being said, you guys, wait until you see which underrated heat in 2019 still stands to this day and still has people buzzing. First off, we're gonna start off with 2016, y'all. In 2016, I'm gonna obviously have to talk about the Adidas Yeezy Boost V2s, and specifically, it's gonna be the Zebra colorway. This sneaker exploded the Yeezy line, you guys, and I cannot put enough emphasis on the word exploded. This is where things really got crazy for them. I feel like that's when they kind of started rolling out all these different sneakers, and I feel like that was definitely their prime. But with that being said, this was that iconic black and white stripe pattern, and limited releases sparked massive resale hype in these right here. And I'm sure even the prices are crazy now, but I can only imagine 2016 was a great time for sneakers. I feel like the resale market was hidden, and I feel like just everything was good with sneakers at that time. I feel like the market right now is kind of cooked. But with that being said, you guys, this was a time where people really used to cop early, and I feel like people really used to be about sneakers at that time. I feel like people are kind of like lackluster these days. But yeah, the Zebras definitely are a cultural icon for sure. On in 2017, this is gonna be the rise of the Nike Vapor Max, you guys. This is gonna be, obviously this list is very subjective to me personally, so you guys go ahead and comment down below your personal best sneakers for each and every year, and you can even do before 2016 if you want to in the comment section. But 2017 for me personally, I'm gonna say the Nike Air Vapor Max. I feel like this is the first sneaker with the full-length visible air sole, you guys. It has a very futuristic look to it that kind of felt ahead of its time. Has some very controversial comfort, if I gotta say so myself. I feel like some people liked it, some people hated the feel. But if you thought the Vapor Max was a peak, wait until you see 2018's pick, and this is gonna be the off-white Nike collab, and this was called the 10th. Now this is Virgil Abloh's groundbreaking collab, you guys, and I gotta say this is definitely one of the best. This deconstructed design language kind of changed sneaker aesthetics forever. This is an instant collector's piece and definitely was a part of the hype. But when these drop, you guys, I gotta say sneakerheads were definitely camping for days right here. Not to say as the other ones definitely were camped in for days, but these was one of them ones for sure. And the resale, of course, went crazy. Now 2019, we're gonna talk about the oversaturated sneaker. I feel like at this point, the Nike Dunk Low Panda. But you guys, this is gonna be about the simple black and white that kind of started the overall like dunk resurgence, you guys. And this is gonna be about the affordable, clean, and universally loved Nike Dunk Low Panda. And this kind of influenced sneaker trends well into the 2020s. This is the Dunk Inks pack. It is still definitely going strong in 2024. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and go into 2020. Now 2020 was a crazy year, you guys. We had COVID going on, people not going to school, people inside the house, but people were definitely still eating, you guys. Definitely eating in a way that I mean like people were still making fire collabs that people were buying. And this has to be one of the biggest collabs in my recent memory. And this is the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Cactus Jack shoe, you guys. Now this is one with a very unique colorway. It had that reverse swoosh and had that streetwear capability, and just kind of helped push the Jordan 1 hype to new heights that we haven't seen in a little minute. And I remember people camping overnight for this sneaker, and it kind of felt like the start of a resale boom we're still riding to this day. I feel like Travis Scott definitely still has some great sneakers that are releasing, great sneakers that have already been released but people are still buying. The Travis Scott collab with Air Jordan 1 definitely is one of them ones. Now 2021, we got the New Balance 550s, you guys. This is going to be the retro runner that kind of turned streetwear staple. Now these were suddenly everywhere. They're worn by celebs and influencers alike. They're very affordable and versatile, and they help make New Balance a sneaker culture giant for sure. And then of course 2020 hit and everything got a little bit crazier. Now here we're going to be talking about another Nike Dunk Low, and this is going to be the Syracuse in my opinion. The Syracuse was kind of part of the Nike Dunk's full comeback. It was very clean colorway and a very nostalgic vibe, and it kind of continued the sneaker renaissance with strong resale values. Now 2023, you guys, 2023 is going to be about the Air Jordan 1 High OG Lost and Found, and this kind of like retro storytelling at its best, and it was kind of designed to look worn and vintage. Now this is a very high demand sneaker for retro style with that new age twist, and this is kind of celebrated by sneakerheads' love for nostalgia. But if you think 2023 was fire, wait until you see 2024's pick. Now this is one of those sneakers that I actually didn't have the chance to buy, but I had one of my family members get this sneaker, and I'm not gonna lie, every time I could, I was having his sneaker. Man, this is the Nike Sacai LD Waffle. I feel like the Sacai collab blew up for sure with this layer design with kind of a bold silhouette, and it continued to push the boundary of sneaker design. Now with that being said, this was definitely a favorite among sneakerheads and fashion lovers just like myself. and I definitely did snag these at retail. I feel like my cousin, he got these at way above retail. They're resale for crazy. I think they're over $500, but I didn't have to pay that money, so I was not really tripping. So anyway, you guys, this honestly, they had to be the centerpiece of his collection for sure, and definitely of mine. But anyway, you guys, 2025, you got the wild card, and this is kind of like one that I would say is kind of subjective. I don't want to throw a sneaker in there that is definite, because you know we haven't really gone through the year so far. But if I had to say one for now, it definitely for me got to be the Air Jordan 4 white cements. Those are one that I really sought after. I wanted to get on the channel really bad, but I couldn't get on the channel because the sneaker was snagged the day, or I think it was like I went a day after the Foot Locker and they weren't there anymore. I think they were just sold out. But this collab right here, very clean, you can't go wrong. It was very nice for it to be reintroduced. And yeah, man, I'm sure all the people that got it at Foot Locker that day were happy, but unfortunately I was not able to get it for the channel. Let me know if you guys want it in the future, but for now, yeah, I just wasn't able to get it. But this one, I feel like it might kind of redefine the next decade. Not in a way like this sneaker itself, but I feel like sneakers nowadays is not really kind of the same as they were before. I feel like sneakers nowadays, that's why I kind of feel like 2025 is kind of hard to say, because I feel like sneakers is not really clear on if they're here to stay or if they're just like a little hype. Because I feel like a lot of sneakers nowadays, they don't really stay. They kind of just sit. And they don't really seem to be as much value as they were before, like in 2016. In this bonus section, you guys, I want you to comment any honorable mentions that you guys feel like should have been in this list. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below of any that I may have missed. What is your pick of the best sneaker from 2016 to 2025? Let me know one sneaker that you can pick, but drop your favorite year and sneaker in the comment section. And if you want me to deep dive on any year or collab, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss out. Now, with that being said, you guys, sneaker history is always evolving, and I'm here to keep you hyped. So that being said, if you definitely want to stay tapped in with the ever evolving sneaker landscape, make sure you go ahead and click this playlist right here, and I'm definitely going to say you're going to find a lot of hidden gems in there. I'll see you in that one.